Well, hello everybody, welcome back. I hope you're doing well. I'm Keeper and I just burped a little bit. I'm so sorry that we are driving your goods today. I don't even know what we're driving, some sort of chemicals maybe. But welcome on in. Ooh, we got thunder and lightning. Today we are going from Butte, Montana, I believe, to Elko, Nevada. And if you know, you know, we are on a journey to unlock all the cities and all the DLC. And it's been better sometimes and worse other times. We should at least get one on this trip. I don't remember what the one guaranteed one that I believe should be is. And we might get, I think it's Pocatello as the other one. However, I say that the last one we should have got Joplin. And for the third time, Joplin evades me. I think I'm just going to have to take a trip that just ends in Joplin directly, because at this rate, I can't, the side by just does not get it. But that is okay. We are simply vibing, thriving. Okay, you know what this weather reminds me of? The weather is finally starting to cool down here in Oregon. As you know, I'm a Canadian girly. I'm a transplant over to Oregon, and your girl just can't do the heat. She can't do it. And it was like 40 plus degrees Celsius, like 100, whatever. No, 25 Celsius is, I mean, I will say I got better because there were days when I'd be like, oh, it's only 30 today. That's great. Pardon me. I pulled this shirt out of the closet and it kind of smells like closet and it's making me sneeze. Anyway, I used to be that like 25 degrees Celsius was like, I can't function as a human. 30, I was like, I think I'm dying. And then 40 would be like, I'm at the gates of hell and I'm knocking to be like, hey, can you turn it down? So it definitely was, you know, that says no left turn, but I also thought that it meant right. And I was like, but this is the way I have to go. I'm going anyways. So it has started to cool down. We've seen a little bit of rain, which is nice. I will say in the summer, we had a few like crazy thunderstorms, like the type that I would see occasionally where I was. And I was like, oh, this is insane. Also, like, what the heck is up with this? Oh, there was an accident. It makes me wonder sometimes if there are other people on my server that are ATS players, but no, they wouldn't be stopped. So it's been nice that the weather's been cooling down. I can actually wear a sweater. Oh God, pay attention to the road. Great start. I can actually wear a sweater without being like, oh my goodness, I'm dying, which is huge. Because especially like, if you remember, if you've been around for a while, my room in Canada would get heat all day. We didn't have AC, and the fan or the window wasn't like a wide open one. It was like, ooh, it was like a flippy. So it could only open like so much. Can't get an AC in there. Didn't have AC, so like I had a window fan, but it could only do so much, because if it's like 1,000,000 degrees outside, it's gonna be 1,000,000 degrees inside, just moving the air. I can blow my nose. This is gonna be fun. I will say driving goes far better with a steering wheel if you have to blow your nose than with a controller. So it was just always hot in my room. Even in the dead of winter, I think like I would maybe close my window for like 15 days of the entire year. Maybe a little bit more than that, because if it rained really hard, the rain would get in. But like I typically wasn't closing it because I was cold. I was closing it because, oh, outside's coming in. So like I have all these cute sweaters, and I could only like, I would like be like, I'm gonna put on a cute sweater, I'm dying, let me leave the house, go do my thing, and then come home and be like, okay, now I need to get into like a tank top and shorts just to function. So it's nice that I can like be starting to like wear sweaters again. This is Lord DIY merch. If you know, you know. YouTuber. If you know. Actually, I think is it a Wild to 9? I think it might be with their Wild Till 9 merch, but I think their podcast is kaputs now. Anyways, it's so cozy and it's so nice to be able to wear sweaters again. I'm excited for fall. and just functioning. Like we were talking this morning, and we're like, do we have to turn the AC off and turn the heat on? I don't think we're quite there yet, but I think we're getting close. It's so funny because normally in the morning, like I wake up, so Azure and I have our own blankets. We learned very quickly that I don't share well because I like to tuck and burrito. And if I'm tucking a burrito, I'm stealing his blanket, or I'm uncomfortable and I can't tuck my feet under and stuff because I'm being good and sharing. So I have a weighted blanket that I brought down with me from Canada, and I thought it was going to be fine to share because it's a king size. Nope. And then we have this orange one that you can see, which is a king size that I bought when I was down here after we got our king size bed for Father's Day, though. And I'm pretty sure I talked about it. I got him his own weighted blanket. I can't remember if it's a king size. I think it's a king size as well. So now we each have our own king size weighted blankets, and I swaddle myself in that. I burrito, like you name it, I'm tucked up in there, and I ain't coming out. Normally I will wake up in the morning and Azurite will be like half out or like completely out and like a leg over the blanket, something. Like he's never under it, and he's certainly never under it fully. I woke up this morning and I look over and he's got like the blanket like all the way up and he's like tucked in and I'm like, oh dang, he must be cold because again, never that tucked up under the blankets like that. And like so he's just got like a regular weighted blanket. My weighted blanket has a duvet cover, and the duvet cover that is currently on it is my cool one for the hotter months, which right now though, because we're like in between, the shoulder area is like the shoulder like season for like temperature and stuff is such a challenge because you're like, I don't want to switch over to the hot one too soon or I'm gonna be like sweating to death and unable to sleep under this, but I also don't want to switch too late and my like just freeze because like it gets to the point where I get into bed, my feet are always kind of cold, but like I get into bed and my feet are freezing and I'm like, those lights gotta be dangerous, bud. You're not even piloting for anything. Where like my feet, I'll be like freezing and I'll be like, okay, like I gotta warm up. How do I warm up? Like right now I've got like a fleece blanket underneath of this cutesy one that'll like tuck in underneath at least, and we'll go from there. All right. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. I hope I didn't miss my exit. Thank goodness. But so we're like right at the cusp of like, I guess like it's October, so like honestly probably will be soon when we're switching over, and I'm excited because I think I need to wash it because I don't think I washed it when I took it off, but it's like a fleecy, cozy, quilted. Oh, it's so nice. It's a pain to change though because you got like a 35-pound weighted blanket, maybe 30, that you're like stuffing into this. It zips all the way around, which is nice. It's a hush blanket. It was expensive when I got it. I'm pretty sure it's now obscenely expensive, but I'm glad that I got it when I did. One of the best decisions I made in terms of sleep care. Like honestly, especially now that we've been working out more, like right now my body hurts. My body's not happy with me. It's sore. But when it feels like this and I get in bed, my body's like, oh yes, weighted blanket. Does it have anything does it help recovery? Probably not, but does it feel nice? Absolutely. So there's that. I think we're probably gonna have to pull in this way station. Maybe not. Maybe. It is open, so we're gonna find it in a second here. Yeah, I knew it. This loop. Oh god, girl. I was too busy looking at the map to like truly pay attention to what was happening on the road. Again, this is why I don't drive. Although the other day Azure did say, are you ready to start driving? And I'm like, but are you ready to me to start driving? But like we're so busy and stuff now. Even like me being able to drive even with only one vehicle would just, I think, make a huge difference. Like I could go grocery shop on my own, and he could, sleep or whatever, because I do tend to get up earlier. I've been trying to be very intentional at getting up early. I think the last time I recorded Oh, it's not perfect technical, whatever. I think the last time I recorded, I had just started working on my sleep schedule, maybe. So basically, I try to be in bed no later than 2 and asleep by 3 and then wake up at 11. And it's nice because if I do manage that, then I do get 8 hours of sleep. Plus, then I get up early enough that I can get things done. That bus is looking for me to T-bone it or vice versa. Because, you know, it had the right of way. And it's been great because, like I said, I mean, barring the whole situation of having to get up stupid early for the bathroom situation, that watch the last ATS if you want to see the debacle of this bathroom renovation. Not even a renovation, just repair. Restoration? No, repair. It's been like a whole thing. And so I've been getting up earlier. But like if I wake up at like 11, it's pretty good. Because that gives me 8 hours sleep. And then usually if we're going to the gym during the week, we normally go around 12-ish, 12:30. And so I just have time to like wake up, have a breakfast drink, kind of vibe, get ready, get dressed, and then we go. But on days when we don't go to the gym, I, get up, grab my little breakfast drink, go sit in my little sewing corner and like sew some things. I'm currently working on some scrunchies that I probably cut like 3 years ago and just stopped. My hyperfixation with scrunchies stopped. I think it's also because like I stopped going out to my summer job where I would sell them. And so I was just like, meh. So I think I have like, 12? I have probably 13, 26. Probably have, it's under 100, but it's like up in like the 70s easily, I would think. Because I think I have, I have 4 patterns that I have like 12 or 13 cut out each. So that's 48 right there. And then I have 3 smaller scrunchie sizes because I have like extra large and like smaller. And I think I have 3 sets of like 12. So yeah, we're in the 70s, I would guess. Somewhere in that vein. There is also like, there's like this like satin fabric that I did cut out forever ago. And I remember struggling with it so much. And so the other day I was like, fine, we're going to do it. We're going to sew it into scrunchies. It is so poorly cut. I think it was my first time trying to make scrunchies with anything like slippery. It's so poorly cut that I'm like, there's no way that I can sew this into any semblance of the tube it needs to be. So I'm like, we're just going to put that elsewhere. That stuff has probably been around for more than just a couple years because I do remember hating it. But I had like some other, like maybe it's more like I don't know what the fabric is because there is some like satin that I used that was quite a bit thicker and it was good. This stuff is just really thin. And so it was a pain to cut and just to work with in general. And it's super slippery. It's like everywhere. I got it from the Remnant, I think. So I got nothing on it. But like I said, I'll just use it for scraps for something. I don't know. And then I think once I get these scrunchies done with, I have one more set that I need to sew into scrunchie shape. And I just need to cut all the elastic for all of them and then sew them shut. Once I get that done, then I think I'm going to move back into making frog plushies because I have some black and red ones that I was working on. And I was just like, I don't want to sew 4 more tummies left. There's like 12 of them. Just didn't want to sew those last 4. And then I have to do the mouths. I'm like, I don't want to do this. So then I just stopped. But one of my mods from Twitch has one of those like cool like acrylic cutter thingies. Like, I mean, you can cut wood and stuff with it too. And I sent him the pattern and he sent me acrylic patterns of the frogs, which I'm so excited to use because like the paper that I use, like because I trace with like a felt and stuff, so it would get like marked up and then it would be like a pain. And then I'd be like, oh, I have to cut it again. One thing I probably should have had him do though was, oh God. I hit the brake. Last ATS I flipped, and so I try not to flip. But I hit the brake so hard that the entire pedal thing went off forward, and then it was fine. I should have gone and put like little holes so I could like pin it in, but I think it'll be fine because like the weight of it. And the really interesting thing about this pattern is you trace the pattern and then you sew on the lines and then you cut it out afterwards. Oh, Pocatella, are we gonna clock Pocatella? This was the one that I didn't think that I wasn't sure we were gonna get, but I was hopeful that we were gonna get. What if we just like dipped in here for a quick second? Down this exit and then up the other exit. Do you think it'll work? Do you think we'll get Pocatello? Because I don't think we're gonna get it otherwise. Short of actually driving into it. You know what, buddy? That means I'm never stopping at a way station again. Was not worth this. Anyways, thought we would try. Watch me like drive a little bit further and it'll be like discovered Pocatella. It's fine. The other one I think we're gonna get because it looked like we go right through it. But yeah, so I'm excited to get back into sewing because Frogmas is coming up. If you don't know about Frogmas happens on my channel every December from from the 10th until the 21st, 12 days of Frogmas. I always have to count it out because like I'm like 10 plus 12 is 22, but if you count the 10th, then anyways, where I do like giveaways for Steam game keys every day, and then and sometimes I do some physical giveaways, including frog plushies. I think eventually, so I have an embroidery machine. I bought a shirt. I've got a pattern. But I think eventually it would be cool to take some of my poor drawings or some of the drawings that like my friend has like done for me, like this. Oh God, pay attention to the road. And embroider those onto shirts. I think it would just be cool. I like clothes. I'm like super into graphic tees right now too. It's something that like I didn't wear for the longest time, but now I'm like, I find myself reaching for a graphic tee like all the time to wear on stream because they're just so comfy. And like so many of my shirts, like I got a chest, okay? I think it's going down. I've been working muscles and stuff. I think it's going down a bit. But the fact remains I have a very large chest, and so like any like low cut shirt that I wear, it's like, oh girl, you know. And so I think I'm just I'm just getting to the point of like I just want to be more comfy than anything. So I gotta blow my nose. Oh, hold up. I really hope I'm not getting sick. I think it is just because, like I said, I pulled the shirt out and I haven't worn it for a while, so just got like that musty closet feeling to it. I think that's like in our bedroom. I think the closet is the last thing that I really want to tackle. There's some clothes that I was too lazy to get the hangers out for, so I just like went meh, and I just threw them in like a bin on the floor of the closet. It's been months. Of course, Azurite doesn't really use the closet for anything. He's also been going on this like fitness journey with me. He's doing karate and stuff. And so there will come a point in the near future where he's going to need his smaller sizes. I think the time that I visit here before I move down, we kind of organized the closet because I'm like, I want to make it so that there's easier space for me when I get down here. So we organized the closet so we had like one size that he like currently was on the upper shelf, and then the size that he was, you know, getting down to in his previous weight loss down below. And so like it's gonna get to the point soon, I think, where he's gonna need to be on that lower rack of stuff, and we'll have to switch out the stuff because he normally just grabs clothes from the bins behind me. You can't really see, but this thing here has like a bunch of square bins that we keep like most of our clothes in. Oh, would you stop turning off? I'm trying not to crash. We're not even that damaged, you know. Oh no, I can't blow my nose again. I'm gonna crash. It's like I think we'll just have to rotate out, and like I just need to go in the closet and see like what's in there, and like maybe get rid of more clothes. I got rid of clothes before I moved, And then currently in storage, I do have clothes that are also my smaller sizes. And so, like, I don't think we're quite there yet. Like, I think I have been losing weight, but I don't think that we're at the point where I'm like, ooh, we need to go storage and get those other clothes. But it'll be exciting because there's some cute stuff there. Because, like, once upon a time, like, yeah, girl went at it. And I was working in a warehouse. So, like, every day I was lifting heavy stuff. I was also working 2 jobs at the time. And, oh, I did that to avoid the red light. And then it changed. I was also working 2 jobs. It got to the point where I was losing weight so quickly because of all my activity and stuff that I had to start eating extra food. It was wild. But and then I got super depressed again. And then whoop, because what do I do when I'm depressed? I eat food. I gotta blow my nose again. But, like, I think it's a little bit worse than that because, like, with, like, we're pretty sure ADHD, sometimes I just forget to eat. And then so you pack on, I forget to eat sometimes for a lot, or I'm too sad to, like, bother making food or something with, oh my God, I'm so depressed, I'm just gonna eat a bunch of food. And so your body's like, I don't know what you're doing, so whatever you're eating, I'm just gonna keep it. But I think, like I said, like, working out, we're not really eating out a ton. I say as I, like, we literally ate out yesterday, but that was the bathroom's fault, okay? Not my fault. But oh my God, it was so sad. So I talked about, like, the whole bathroom debacle. So Azurite had gone out to bring the littles out to go pee because the toilet wasn't functional in the house. And one of the littles was like, can we get McDonald's? And he's like, yeah. And he asked me if I want anything. I'm like, yeah, I'd love I'd love something. He's like, okay, I'll get you, like, a hamburger with only ketchup on it. And so it gets there and I pull it out. He's like, oh, be careful, there's onions on the outside of it. And I open up, and not only does this burger have onions on it when it literally says only ketchup, it's got, like, double the amount of normal onions that you would get. And I'm like, are you kidding me? I was like, and so I was sad because then I was, like, hungry and devastated. And I got Carl's Jr. later, so that was a bit better. But anyways, we haven't been eating out as much lately, which, you know, I think I've talked about. We're, like, trying to be responsible and eat at home more and save money and all that jazz. And I think it's going pretty well. And then, like, going out and working out and trying, like, I'm even today, because I went to the gym by myself today because one of the littles was sick. And so Azure, it's like, he had, like, a Planet Fitness Black Card membership or whatever, which means he could bring a guest every time. And so when he brought a guest, I just signed up. And so it was just, they'd just be like, hey, yeah, it's this girl, right? And so, but obviously if he's not going to the gym, I can't be his guest. And so today I got my own gym membership so that I can go, like, you know, if something like this comes up again, or, like, maybe, like, you know, on Tuesdays, I'm like, maybe he could drop me off at the gym before he goes out to extracurrics with the littles, and I could go in I don't know. Anyway, but it was nice to go on my own. And I, when I texted him to say, hey, I'm just about done, because again, we know I don't drive, and for a good reason, if based on this, I was like, can you please bring me a protein drink? Because I've now become that girly where I'm like, gotta have protein. I think what I really need to do, though, is, like, stop a little bit further behind the line. I really need to, like, here's the thing. I have huge issues with texture in food specifically. It can just bleh, and it sucks, but brains be braining, you know, and there's really nothing that I can do. Like, I've tried. I remember, like, having a literal meltdown over a piece of lettuce or a piece of, like, a little, like, mandarin orange slice. Like, it's wild. And, like, looking back at it, like, I feel like I've talked about this before. Looking back at it, I can be like, that was obscene. And hilarious in retrospect, but at the time it's not funny. Honestly, at the time, I can see how ridiculous it is, but like, it's not like I can stop it. I can consciously be like, this is ridiculous, but also my body is having a panic attack. So, you know, it's a fun time. But I think like I need to like, Azurite's been like tracking his protein and like to a lesser extent, but still like kind of casually tracking his, tracking his calories and stuff. So he kind of like knows what's going in and out. Girl, I know when I work out, my body doesn't crave the junk food as often. And I know I've been doing more protein, but like, I just need to have like snacks in the house that are easy to grab, that like have protein, like shredded chicken. We had shredded chicken and oh, it was so good. Just shredded chicken and some cheese. And that's fine. My brain can do those textures. And like, I don't even mind shredded chicken cold, which is nice because there's some things that I cannot eat cold. My brain goes, no, that is supposed to be hot. Why are you trying to eat it cold? But yeah, so I just need to like, I don't think I need to do like a huge overhaul because like I think that would require like going to like an occupational therapist to help try to fix the issues in my brain. But I think like, you know, like looking at choices that I can make and like have stuff in the house that is one, easy to make for when I'm lazy, because like if I'm lazy and I'm hungry and we have French fries, I'm gonna make French fries. But if I'm lazy and I'm hungry and maybe we have like burger patties, which we do right now, I think I'm gonna snack on that later, then maybe we need to go burger patties or something, and then they'll give me protein versus just carbs. Although we do love carbs. I love carbs so much. I'm such a potato lover. I've had potatoes twice today, not gonna lie. What did I have? Oh no, I was like, what did I have after the gym? Protein drink, and I just cooked dinner. But yeah, so I just want to have like little snackers that I can grab. I've seen like some Quest chips that have like protein, but they are obscenely expensive. They're like, oh yes, would you like these Quest chips? You have 29 grams of protein in a bag. For 6 bags, it's $18 or something, and they're like the small ones. So like, I don't know, like I can just do the chicken, you know, I can just do the chicken. But yeah, like I think I should pay a little bit more attention to protein intake for sure, especially as I'm working out. Again, I don't want to get like super bulky. Like that is not my goal. My goal is not to be like, look at me, I'm swole. My goal is to be healthy and to feel strong. Like here's, whenever I've thought of fitness goals in the past, it's never been like, I want to fit in this bikini. I had to do it. It's been like, I want to, if I get into a sketchy situation, be able to run away. And if for some reason I cannot run away, I want to be strong enough to fight out of it, you know, which I think are like valid goals. Oh, jackpot. This is the other place I was hoping to discover. Don't mind me. Bro. Didn't you see me behind you there? Seems like a you problem. Are we in Jackpot, Nevada? Because that'd be amazing. Anyways, yeah, so those are my current goals. Warm-up routine. Oh, shoot. Ah, dang. Didn't avoid it. Warm-up routine at the gym right now has been like 3 miles an hour to like 3.5 miles an hour. And I'm now at a 4 incline because I was doing a 3 incline, but I found that it just like, I didn't like how it felt. I went up to the 4 and it felt a lot more comfortable. I do 12 minutes then with a 3-minute cooldown, so I have 15 minutes in there. So that's like my warm up, but like eventually I would like to start running. I've also thought that maybe, and here's the thing, so like Azurite started karate as well as this gym journey, and so he's doing that all together, but I'm like, I would maybe like to do something, maybe not karate, but like maybe get back into soccer, which I used to play. Like for anyone who doesn't know, Keeper lore, the reason that my username is Keeper is because I used to be a goalkeeper in soccer. That is why. Pretty dang good too, if you ask me. Okay. I've got a medal and I've got newspaper cutouts to prove it, which I won't be showing you because they have my real name. But I'm like, I wouldn't mind like joining like a rec league again. When I lived in Vancouver, I did a rec league for like a year, which I liked. And then when I was at university, I did intramurals for, I think, like, was it 1 year or 2 years? For a while. Oh, I think it was just 1 year, because I think I only discovered the team in my like last year at university, you know. So like I did that and I enjoyed it. And so like I've been kind of looking at like adult soccer leagues in the area. God, I hope my lights don't go off here because it would suck. The only thing is I want to get more fit so that I can run. Because I don't know that I would want to be a goalkeeper again, because it's been a while. No. Oh, I think we're upright. This is disappointing. We are in fact upright, but we're so damaged. We're so damaged that it doesn't matter. Dang it. I was like, we did it. We got here. We did not. 4 hours. Oh, hey, look. It's bringing us to Elko, which is where we're going to anyway. So that's cool. But yeah, so like I want to get to a point where I can like comfortably run for an amount of time. This is gonna be bad, I know. Cool. All right. Let's go here and let's start back up. Anyway, this happened last time too. I got towed and I was like right by where I was supposed to be. So, you know, it's not the worst. Anyways, yeah, so I want to be able to like comfortably run so like I don't get winded. I was talking to, there's a custodian at the library that I work at, and we were talking today. And he was telling me that his daughter is like really good. She plays soccer. I was like, oh, what position? He's like, forward or defense. I'm like, yeah, because midfield's the worst, because all you do in midfield is just run back and forth and you don't do anything barely. And he's like, I know. But yeah, no, so that was cool. And he was like, well, if you ever do start playing, let me know, and I would love to come see you play. And I'm like, that is so sweet. Like, I think it's like, you know, being kind just like goes a long way. He'll help me with like the garbage if he happens to be outside when I'm bringing out books and stuff. He's from El Salvador, which I learned today. I'm like, girl, I'm from Canada. We're both immigrants. I like so often, okay, Hamilton, immigrants, we get the job done, just always flashes through my head. But anyways, yeah, he was really nice. And so I was like, oh, you know what, if I do start playing, I would let you know. But like the thing is with how busy we are, I don't think it would be feasible for me to join a soccer league until, one, I can drive, and two, we can have a vehicle that I can use for that. I think this is where we're turning in. Because like I don't think it'd be feasible to take the vehicle for the amount of time, like, because, you know, soccer games are like an hour and a half long at least, and then like travel time and stuff. I'm gonna see if I can. Ooh, we'll see. And so, and also like I'm not where I want to be health wise before I start to play. And also I'm like, is there like a lazy an old person league? Oh yeah, this is not happening, because that's the one I want to be in. Like my uncle, he played oh, it was hazmat. Oopsies. Oh my god, look how much experience I lost. I lost more than I made, but I think it doesn't drop you down anymore. Yes, not great. But yeah, my uncle played in like a seniors hockey league, and like they were all older, right? Like I want to play with the old people. They probably still kick my butt, but you know. All right, well, that was a time. It wasn't going great, and then we crashed, but that's fine. It is what it is. I actually played ATS on stream the other day using my controller, and dang, It's hard to use your controller after you get used to your steering wheel. Not me like shaking my whole desk and you can't even see the steering wheel because I'm wearing black. Anyways, thanks for being here. If you like content like this and just vibing and whatnot, and I never know what I say most of the time, but it's fine. Do make sure you subscribe because ATS or ETS, if I remember to open that game, every Monday. And then we have full game playthroughs on Tuesday and Thursday and demos on the weekends. And it's always a good time. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.